Welcome to the Dyson Sphere program. My name is Tom, and this is episode number 99. In today's episode, we will automate 11 strange matter a second on Gynar 3. We will follow that up with 5 graviton lens a second. Afterwards, we will ship the graviton lens to Merrick 4 to automate critical photon using our ray receivers, inching us closer to automating antimatter fuel rods. So let's get started with episode number 99. Welcome to Gynar 3, and I'm automating 15 particle containers a second, and we're struggling to get the unipolar magnets to the star system. And that is because it's 25.5 light years away. So to supplement this ILS, I added a slot for the unipolar magnets on this ILS here. And then those are going to be shipped down into this ILS, all right? And I made room for some space warpers in the slot. So thank you to the viewer that pointed this out. I appreciate that. Okay, so since we are here at Gynar 3, I thought let's produce these graviton lens. And the reason I'm producing graviton lens is because those are going to go into the ray receivers to produce these critical photons, okay? And critical photons are used in anti-fuel rods, antimatter fuel rods, and the universe matrix. From my understanding, we take these critical photons and it produces antimatter and hydrogen every 2 seconds. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. And yeah. So I want to make sure we can make a bunch of these. And if we pass the graviton lens through the ray receivers, that will give us 100% automation of the photons because they can run through the day and night. So that's why I want to do an array of these. But we also have to automate these strange matter. Here we go. So I think let's start with the strange matter and then we'll go right into the graviton lens. So if I bring up the Factorial Lab here, you can see I want to duplicate this. Actually, I don't want to duplicate this. So I need to automate, oh my goodness, 153 of these miniature particle colliders. Eventually, okay? We're not going to do that much right away. We're going to do 5 graviton lens a second. And that requires 25.6 of these miniature particle colliders. So that is what we're going to start with. All right. And I want to duplicate this. And I'm going to change this to strange matter. Where is the strange? Here we are. Okay. And we're looking to automate 4 of these a second. Okay. And we're going to run extra product on this, of course. And we need 0.3 belts of the particle containers and 1.1 belts of the deuterium. Okay. I'm wondering if we can... Yeah, I mean, that's a lot. What if we could probably do more in this array. we can do probably 11 of these a second. That's 70 of the miniature particle colliders. Wow. That's not even a full belt of the particle containers. That's 3 belts of the deuterium. I mean, we probably can do more. I could do 4 belts of the deuterium. Yeah, I think we do this. 4 belts of the deuterium, 1 belt of the particle containers, and 96 miniature particle colliders. So let's do that, guys. All right. I want to probably automate this kind of up here. I think I will do it. I'll do it in this grid line here. All right. And that means we're going to have to call in a bunch of these small particle colliders, and let me do that right now. Where are you? Here you are. So let's get 100 of these over. Okay. And the first thing I want to get started with is the deuterium. We're going to need 4 belts, so that's 2 belts on each side here. And I will do could we do 8 belts? That's 4 here and 4 here and 2 belts of the particle. Yeah, dude, guys, I think we can do it. We can do this. Okay, so I'm going to, so the center belt is going to be the output of the graviton lens, and then this is going to be the particle containers, okay? Like this, and we need to get 8 belts of the deuterium on each side, or 4 belts of the deuterium on each side, okay? So what I want to do as a reference is place down these particle colliders just to get the spacing correct here. All right, and yeah, this is going to call in a lot of energy here, so God have mercy on me. And yeah, these are going to be, oh, iron ingots. I totally missed the iron ingots. Okay, well, that kind of changes everything. So let's bring up the Factorial Lab once again here. And how many belts? Oh, 5.4 belts. Okay, that changes. Yeah, that changes everything. So I am actually going to reduce this. I think I'll reduce it to 11 belts or 11 items a second. So that's 6 and 6. It's 1.5 belts of each of these. Well, that's 2 belts of the steel. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. 8 belts. So I think we should start with the 4 belts of the iron ingots. Okay. All right. So I'm going to adjust this. So I'm going to come out here with the automatic pilers. And I'm looking to get 4 belts of the iron ingots. Okay. Do I actually want to do this kind of setup? I guess we are now. Okay. All right, so there are 4 belts of the iron ingots. And so now we need to work on getting 3 belts of the particle, no, not the particle containers, the deuterium. In fact, I'm going to flip this, and this is going to be our particle containers in the center, because we don't even need 1 belt in this array. All right, so that's going to be the center, and then I will place, where are you? Here we are. I'm going to place a particle lighter here. And now we need to get, well, I think the center is going to be deuterium, the belt in the center here, because we have an odd number we're working with. So if I do, so that's 1 belt of deuterium there, and then I could come out here and do a 2nd belt of deuterium, and this would be the 3rd belt of the deuterium. Now that I think about it, this is going to be steel. This is going to be deuterium. This is going to be the particle containers. Okay. I think actually, let's just turn the deuterium into 4 belts instead of 3. So I'm going to do something like this. And so this belt is going to go in here. Okay. Like that. Yes. Okay, and I'm going to repeat that on this side as well. So we'll do 1 here and 1 here. In fact, this needs to be 1 spot in like this. Okay. And so deuterium out and deuterium out like that. And then this connects. All right. So that's the deuterium. And then this is going to be the iron ingots. All right. And then this is going to be the particle containers. And then what I can do is output the strange matter on the outer belts. All right, yeah, that's going to work. And that's going to put a lot of stress on our iron ingots. So we are going to have to look into expanding our iron ingots array, of course. All right. So the next step is to place down our spray coaters. So I'm going to do that right here. Okay. Excellent. And adjust this like that. And I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to paste it here. Excellent. And let's belt that proliferator Mark III into the spray coaters. What's going on? Get in there. There we go. Oh, that was a little challenge. And what I'm going to do is add some power here. Okay. And so let's set our filter to be strange matter. And then this is going to need some sorters. So we're going to go in and then out. And let's extend these belts. Okay, like this, and like that. And what I could do is come in with the deuterium and the particle and yeah, I think yep, that will work. And I want to paste him here. Okay, it won't let me do that, so I'll manually put this in here. Oops, that's one tile off. We don't want that. Like this. All right, and we got to adjust these sorters. And so in and out. Whoa, whoops. There we go. And let's go in and in. Okay, perfect. So what if we do a remote demand on this? Oh, wow. We have a lot of iron ingots stored up. Oh, this is going to be a local demand. All right. And I'm going to place the LDs in here, or the logistic vessels, excuse me. And I'm going to set this up to be space warpers. And I'll just set a limit to 100. And we'll do a local supply on that. All right, and then we can do power here. Oh. Let's adjust. Oh, wow. This is too close. Let's try. I want to place it here. Oh, it's not going to let me place it. Wow. What if I delete these sorters? Okay. And then I place it here. I have to make sure that my Tesla tower is going to get over here. Like that. Okay. Excellent. And I will delete this. And I'll copy the sorter and I'll go in. I'll go in like this. Okay. And I'll go in and out. Oops. All right, guys, we are automating these strange matter, and I'm going to hide this patch here. And let's set this up for a blueprint. Sweet. All right, and I'll do 3 of them in a row. Oh, we should probably start with the top one since it's a bit narrow at the top. So we do that and this. Okay. And then we can place down our Tesla towers. Wow, it can't even fit in between here. Okay. That's really specific positioning on the Tesla towers. All right, and can we fit another one in here? Yes, we can. And then I'll place that down here. Excellent. All right, guys. We are now producing these strange matter. Here we go. All right, I'm going to just place these in here. and we're doing an extra products moving forward in the series. So what I will do, guys, is I will complete this array. So I'll place a cut in here and then I'll be right back. Welcome back. I am automating 11 strange matter a second, and I have a total of 72 small particle colliders here. And yeah, it almost wraps all the way around. So we are all set with the strange matter, and take a look at the power. Yeah, we are really struggling with power here. But once we get the antimatter fuel rod, we can start, what is this? It's the artificial star, right? The artificial star, yeah. So once we automate the artificial star, we'll pass the antimatter fuel rod through the artificial star, and that's going to give us a lot of power, 72 megawatts. And so we'll put a bunch of artificial stars on the planet here once we get to that point, and then we'll be all good with the power. But for now, we will make do with what we have here. Eventually, this is all going to fill up and we won't have a power issue then. So the next step here on Gyner 3 is to automate these graviton lens, and I'm going to do it actually right here, if it allows it. So I am going to place, oh, that sucks. I was hoping I could stick it in here. Could I put a PLS in here? No. I could go in one tile, but then it's not on the grid anymore, and I can't allow that to happen. Too picky. All right, well, where do I want to do this? Well, I think we could do it right here at the end of the carrier rockets. So I'm going to hide these nodes, and we'll place, hopefully we can place an ILS here. We sure can. All right, and so we are looking to automate 5 graviton lens every second, and I'm going to make an array that is going to allow 96 assembly machines, 30 graviton lens a second, so that in the future we can expand this. So what we're looking at is 3.2 belts of the diamond and not even a belt of the strange matter. So this is going to be a pretty easy build here. So let's get started on 30 graviton lens a second. All right, I'm going to hide this. All right, and of course, let's start with the output of the graviton lens. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is might as well just do 4 belts anyways, like this. All right, and that might actually be a little too close here, because we're going to need graviton lens. Okay, actually, we can actually put it in this slot here. This is going to be diamonds, and this is going to be strange matter. All right, and let's see if I actually can get the diamonds in here. Oh, look at that. Sweet. So diamonds in. All right. And then I'm going to place down my assembly machines. Wait, let's belt this out real quick. Okay. And I'm actually going to flip this because this is going to be the strange matter coming through the center. All right, and we only need one belt of the strange matter. And then I'm going to place the spray coater down on the belt, like so. And all right, and this is going to be the graviton lens, and we're doing extra product, of course, and I will paste that over. And let's make room for the array, or for the blueprint mode. And then we're just going to belt this out like that. Okay. That's super simple. That's it. A lot easier than the strange matter. That took like 15 minutes to do that one array there. So we'll come out with the graviton lens. All right. And in with the diamond. And in with the strange matter. Like that. And then let's... Actually, we're gonna have to replace... maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Let's copy over the splitter. Okay. And the storage box. Oh yeah, that's gonna fit perfectly. Okay. I didn't think that was going to fit. And then I'll belt that in. And like this. And that is the build. If I bring up the Factorio Lab, we're going only with 5 every second. So we'll do 16 assembly machines, okay? 16 assembly machines. Okay, perfect. Place that here, 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 and here. And then we can look into doing a remote demand on the diamonds and a local supply on the strange matter. I'll add in my drones and my logistic vessels. And last but not least is the space warpers. Excellent. All right, well, we see that we're having issues with diamond, so we're going to have to automate a diamond. Let's take a look at the demand on diamond. And I'm going to do entire star cluster. Where is the diamond? Here we are. Let's switch it to every minute. And yeah, we have enough production coming along here with the diamonds. What if we look at it every 10 hours? Ah, so this is a more clear picture here. Okay. So we'll keep an eye on the diamond here. But for now, we are getting all of the diamonds in here, so I am going to do 16 of these. So that's 3, 6, 9. Should be 18. We'll just leave it at 18. I'm fine with that. And there we have it. Now we are automating graviton lens. And then we can ship these back to Americ 4 and pass those through the array receivers to help us produce these guys here. These critical photons. Okay, and yeah, this is set at extra product. Let's set the drones in here. There we go. We have the drones in there. Probably won't need them, but we'll leave them in there just in case. Okay, That looks good. Excellent. So we have a little bit more time in this episode. So I am going to head over to Merrick 4 and begin with the automation of these critical photons. So I'll place a cut in here and I will see you at Merrick 4. Welcome back. We are approaching Merrick 4 pretty rapidly here, and we will explore the critical photons here. All right, let's keep going. And here we are, guys. We are back at Merrick 4. It's good to be home. We've been out in space for the longest time ever. And I'm going to delete some of these miners here. Okay. And let's adjust this miner to pick up this last node of the stone ore. And yeah, we'll just bump that up and give it some power. Excellent. All right, guys, let's get into... Oh, we got another one here. Let's get into the critical photons here, and I say we work with these ray receivers on the equator. And where would I want to start with this? I want to... probably... Let's find... We have the equator, and... Looking for... Here it is. Alright, so... Let's see how this works. We should switch this over to photon generation, and yeah, that should make critical photons. So we need a input and output for the graviton lens and the critical photons. Okay, the thing is that, wow, it's going to draw a lot of power. Oh my goodness. Is that generating power or is that drawing power? Oh, I see it down here. The quested power is 88.5 megawatts. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, okay. All right, so in the next episode, we are going to expand our vertical launch silo so that we can launch these rockets, and we need to double the output of the solar sails because we need to get this Dyson sphere done so that we can generate these critical photons. Oh my goodness, that is nuts. All right, well, let's start by a ILS here, okay? So if I place a ILS here, we'll be able to call in those graviton lens. We do have a bunch here on Merrick 4. Okay. And so they should come out like this. Critical photon should go out like that. Okay. We could probably fit another one here. Will come out like that. And then we need to go in with the graviton lens. So we need to set up something like this. Right? Out with the graviton lens. Okay. And those will go in. All right, and let's add in our drones and the logistic vessels and our space warpers. So this is going to be space warpers, and we'll just do 100 of these. Local demand, please. And this is going to be the critical photons, and these are going to be the graviton lens. And I'll do a remote demand and a local demand here. All right. And we're going to see how this works here. This is kind of exciting. In the meantime, let's continue to paste a few of these down here. We have to be really careful with how many of these ray receivers I use in the beginning, because they request a lot of power. It's nuts. Okay. Whoa. Take a look at this. Wow. We are making a artificial northern lights here. That is cool. Wow. By far the coolest building animation in the game. This is so cool. All right. I really like that. Man, this game is beautiful. All right. All right, so let's start with this, and then we should be able to switch this to photon generation. Wow, 300 megawatts? Absolutely absurd. Ooh, critical photons. This is milestone number 38. We are making critical photons. You converted the Merrick Dyson sphere energy into a critical photon for the first time. It's a critical state between energy and matter, and easy to split into positive and negative proton pairs. Soon, you will be able to store the star's energy as antimatter. Oh yes, we are one step closer to our next source of power, which is going to help scale our factory up. So, photon generation. Let's switch this to photon generation and begin storing all this in here. Wow, I love the sound. It's so cool. The ray receiver is such a cool concept in the game. All right, guys, look at that. And if we take a look at our Dyson sphere, let's see the requested power. And we're requesting 5.7 gigawatts out of 12.9. All right, well, we should probably give this some power here. Let's do a few more, guys. Might as well do a few more of these. And then I'm going to end the episode here. And in the next episode, we will expand our array of the launch silos and the Dyson swarm so that we can get more energy out of our Dyson sphere to automate these critical photons. Okay, this is super important because we're going to be using these critical photons in the automation of the antimatter field rods and I believe the universe matrix. And so we got to think a large scale, guys, large scale. This is so cool. All right. Belt and belt. Keep belting. All right, and we can just copy and paste this like this. This is so cool. All right. And let's output these critical photons. The sound, the sound is so cool. I love it. It's like, right? Wow, we're making a bunch of these. I love this concept of using the Dyson sphere energy to create a antimatter field rod, then to pass that through a artificial star. It's so cool. I'm so happy they forced us to utilize the Dyson sphere to make another source of power. So, wow, look at that. Wow. Wow. Yeah, here we go, guys. We are on our path to success here. Oh, this is so cool. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the episode. Thank you for joining me in episode number 99. We did a lot in this episode. I will see you in episode number 100. I can't believe it's almost 100 episodes into this playthrough. I started from the beginning and here I am a couple months later, and it's just wild. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.